And next up is event 39. It's the men's 50 freestyle, 50 butterfly. This is heat 1 of 28. And here to kick off the butterflies in heat 1, lane 2, John McCord from Tennessee, Rick Meyerhoff from Tamalpais, Richard Burns from Tamalpais as well, Joseph Admonson in lane 5 from the Colonials, and Frank Williams in lane 6 from San Diego Masters. Heat 2. That sounds like a better whistle. Well, yesterday there was somebody with a really soft whistle. I think it was Brad. They're really soft whistle. Take your marks. All 8 lanes filled here in Heat 2 in lane 1 from Oregon. Larry Wright, lane 2 from Puget Sound, Alan Bell, lane 3, Woodlands Masters, Greg Tharp, 4 is Robert Wright, 5, Stephen Heck, 6, Hubie Kearns, 7, Clay Kohler, and 8 is Rick Rabel. $32.47 for Robert Wright. Heat 3. Here in Heat 3, Peter Nim in lane 1, lane 2, Dmitry Gordienko. Lane 3, Jeffrey Manger. Lane 4, Eric Downing. 5, John Carlson. 6, Nicholas Dilger. And lane 7, Stephen Lewis. Make that no Stephen Lewis. $34.45 for Jeffrey Magner. Heat 4. In lane 1, Bernard Suave. Lane 2, in Simonson. Lane 3 is empty. Lane 4, James Kemp. Lane 5, Miles Aarons. Lane 6, Richard Scoggins. Lane 7, Mike Tennant. And in lane 8 is Jeffrey Piet. Heat 5. Here in Heat 5, Daniel Ambrose, Daniel Washington, Duncan McBride, Rick Colella, Steve Mann, Eric Van Boer, William Hickox, and Doug Brockbank. Rick Colella with a 31-27. Heat 6. Heat 6 is Dave O'Neill, James Donnellan, and Kerry O'Brien, Lyle Nally, Chris Bell, Mike Keck, Ronald Portlands, and Carl Weiss. On the outside, it's Carl Weiss with a 32-67. Heat 7. Heat 7 consists of Patrick Martar, Francisco Parra, David Lindstedt, Michael Bergman, Gardner Howland, Robert Kanegeiser, Robert Heath, and John Hugo. Heat 8. Here in Heat 8, in Lane 1, Stanley Vela. Lane 3, Kevin Kyle. Lane 5, Patrick Harris. Lane 6, Brad Payne. Lane 7, Paul Diefenthaler. And Lane 8 is Gerald Chermak. Nice battle on the outside, and it goes to Kevin Kyle, 32-36. Heat 9. Here in Heat 9, Michael Doyle in 1, Robert Young 2, Valerie Kristal 3, Douglas Christensen 4, Robert Dowell in 5, Paul Frensnos in 7, and Thomas Woods is in lane 8. Heat 10. Here in Heat 10, Lane 2, Ed Coates. Lane 3, Kevin Esco. Lane 5, David Holland. Lane 6, Chuck Graff. 7 is Joe Kimball and David Scott in lane 8. Lane 6 with a 30.17, Dave Holland. Heat 11. Here in Heat 11, Russ Breitenbach, Edmund Donaldson. Lane 4 is Rusty Miller. Lane 5, Spencer Turner. 6, Neil Williams. Michael Tingstrom in 7, and Michael Power in 8. $27.55 for Rusty Miller. Heat 12. Here in Heat 12, Jin Yamamoto in lane 1. Lane 2, Matt Castle. Lane 3, Nathan White. Lane 4, Phil Lepke. In lane 6, Corey Bean. Lane 7, Doug Jalen. And lane 8, Guy Godfrey. 30.82 for Nathan White. Heat 13. In Heat 13, Vladimir Krasikov in lane 2. Chad Steed in 3. Will Lane 4. Dominic Mastraccio in 5. Kelly Karen in 6. Mark Glass 7. And Tony Rizek in lane 8. And it goes to lane 4. 27.32 for Will Lane. Heat 14. Here in Heat 14, lane 1 is Mason Chung. Lane 2, David Kilburn. Lane 4, Barry Garland. Popped right in. Heat 15.
Josh has a little more deeper, golder tone. He does. He's got a beautiful baritone voice. Yes, he does. Awesome. I came in and I heard it in the building. I'm like, wow, that's a great voice.
Here in Heat 15 in lane 1, we've got John Bennett. Lane 3, Blake Holden. 4 is Daniel Latano. 5, Johnny Ivani. 6, McGregor Snow. Seth Orozco's in 7, and George Qualley in lane 8. That's lane 4, 25.61 for Daniel Latano. Heat 16.
Yeah, I walked in and went, wow, this guy's got an announcer voice. I like this.
Here in Heat 16, Kamaluddin Ali in lane 1, Adam Torrey in 2, Alexander Vanderheiden in 3, James McLean 4, James Carey 5, Tommy Cunningham in 6, and Donato Gallardo in lane 7. And that goes to Adam Torrey in lane 2 with a 28.59. Heat 17.
Second day, my voice always drops.
Here in Heat 17, Andy Fillmore in 1, Justin Reynolds 2, Chris Greiner 3, Matt Ropers in 4, Guilherme Anzilago Tesser in 5, Anman Bogle in 6, Ales Volkanchek in lane 7. Tight racing all the way into the wall, and it is lane 4, Matt Roper, 30-36. Heat 18. And here in Heat 18, Cornelius Qualley in 1, Sean Sussex in 2, Benjamin Travelstead in 3, Mikhail Strelitz in 4, 6 is Ryan Nickel, 7, Barry Chan and John Batchelder in lane 8. And that is Strelitz with a 26.40 in lane 4. Heat 19. All 8 lanes are filled in Heat 19, and that's Isaac Contreras Sandoval in lane 1, Brendan Giltonane. In 2, Chandler Thomas. 3, Chandler West. In 4, Rob Newell. In 5, Jeffrey Vivo, Eric Peterson, and Nolan Bethany. 25.36 for Rob Newell in lane 5. Heat 20. In Heat 20, Alexander Seaver in lane 1. 2 is Jake Nee. 3, Yushin Gu. In 4 is Carl McLean. 5, Brent Bode Wagner. And Win Kirchner in lane 7. Yeah. Carl McLean, 28.54 to take Heat 20. Heat 21. Heat 7, your racers are Woodler Hugo in lane 1, Scott Bergstrom in lane 2, Matthew Costigan in 3, Nikita Semenov in 4, Tomas Mendez in 5, Eric Shee in 6, Jacob Deans in lane 8. Matthew Costigan in lane 3 with a 25.92. Heat 22. Here in Heat 22 in lane 2 is Matthew Cook. Lane 3, Daniel MacArthur. In lane 4, Matthias Altman Kurosaki. In lane 5, Brian McPherson. And lane 6, Tirit Somaman. Heat 23. Here in Heat 23, lane 2 is Will Zhao. Jack Shafari in 3. Lane 4 is Quentin Knox. Lane 6, Martin Wu. Lane 7, Ian Morgan. And lane 8 is Logan Wintermute. 27.38 for Jack Scafuri. This is Heat 24. The lanes are full in Heat 24. Steven Wessenberg in lane 1. Everett Plochek in 2. Matthew Cole 3. Adam Chieftes in 4. David Murphy in 5. Hank Poppy in 6. James Donnell in 7. Gregory Hayden in lane 8. At 25.40 goes to Matthew Cole. Heat 25. Here in Heat 25, Ricardo Sita in lane 3, Alex Gotzi in 4, and Pratyush Iver in lane 6. If you get a chance when you're walking around on deck, you see one of the volunteers here at this 2025 Summer Nationals here. Thank them for volunteering. Heat 26. All 8 swimmers in Heat 26. In lane 1 is Joshua Garcia. Lane 2, Benjamin Kono. Lane 3, Gavin Wong. Lane 4, Samuel Harrow. In lane 5, Daniel Wandafer. In lane 6, Noah Pang. Lane 7, John Williams. And in lane 8, Carlos Espinosa. Hitting the wall first. In lane 3, Gavin Wong, 27.74. Heat 27. Here in Heat 27, lane 2 is Nolan Jenks. 3, Cody Hellenbrand. 4, Micah Risavi. 5, Keegan Linsby. 6, Corey Wendell. 7, Alex Fang. And Colton Martin is in lane 8. And that's lane 4, 26.43, Micah Risavi. Our final and 28th heat, men's 50 butterfly. Mark Lawson in lane 1, Xander Pollock 2, Ezra Billings 3, Asmas Fakshudinov in 4, Max Eulenhofer in 6, Christopher Geedy in 7, and Zurain Yoon in lane 8. Women's 50 butterfly will be next. 25.18 in lane 4, Fakushtinov.